What is up, fans? I'm your host, Alex Kramer, and I'd like to welcome you back to the newest episode of A Great Podcast. What is up, Kieran?
What is up, fans? We are back. We are ready to get rolling. We're ready to get steaming like Steamboat. And there's nothing much else to say in the intro except leave a like, leave a sub, click our bio for that Instacart code. Instacart's blowing up. We're a day one Instacart sponsor here, so might as well click that and support the channel. Subscribe to us. We got 70 subs right now. Too low for us. We want to keep it growing, but we do thank each and every one of you 70 that's been here. We really do, man. You know, you can't tell us how heartwarming it is to see people like and enjoy what we say. So, Kramer, what do we got to speak about today, bro?
Honestly, first things first, Kieran, you know what we got to talk about.
What do we got to talk about? Lay it on me.
Columbus Day, great day today, obviously.
Today, as we record this.
Today, as we record this, it is Columbus Day, and Columbus is the GOAT. Should be celebrated, not canceled, because he had slaves in the bottom of a ship. It's not our fault that Columbus had slaves in the bottom of a ship, nor does it matter. Without Columbus, we wouldn't be here on this fine earth.
Well, they also say he came over and slaughtered the natives here.
Yeah, now we're gonna make fucking Columbus Day Indigenous Day? No, it's Columbus Day. Without him, we wouldn't be here. It would just be Native Americans. Now, how good would that be? It wouldn't be good. So you know what?
Yeah, but someone else would have discovered this shit.
Columbus came over here and bred with the Indians, Native Americans. He may have raped them, but he bred with the Native Americans.
He raped them, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but still, he made it so that the population kept growing. If he didn't go there, it would have just been Native Americans. That's it. There would have been no Spanish people, no white people. It would have just been Native Americans.
I mean, I don't see the problem with that. Columbus, he came over, he raped them.
No, that's bullshit. In this world, it's all about who's the strongest, who's the most powerful, and who can take the land. And back then, it was really about who can take the land.
You're right. I agree.
He took the land, and he was perfectly in the right to take the land. Just like nowadays, if we want to go take Mexico, we should fucking full be allowed to go take Mexico because it's a piece of shit country, and we can take it over and make it better.
Come on. Don't be saying that.
I mean, it would be better. It would be less corrupt if America took it over. I mean, it's attached to us anyway.
Well, we aren't corrupt in America. We're corrupt, dude. Every country.
Not that type of corruption, right? Not that type of corruption.
Not to that
degree.
We don't got.
All of our drugs come from there. Everything comes from there. Maybe we should take.
That's not true. They do not all come from there.
Maybe we should take it for our own, Kieran.
No, look, bro. Okay, I agree with you on this. That at that time, people are triggered that Columbus was a fucking rapist and racist, and he took over the land.
So was everyone at that point.
Yeah, that's what everyone did. You have to take over. You have to conquer the land, and then that's how the country was born and shit. I mean, that was at the time. Obviously, today we can't just get. That's why people are getting mad at Putin and all that. So today that wouldn't fly. But at that time, man, that's Columbus was just conquering shit, man. That's what he was doing. So he did that, and we have the United States.
Everyone else back then was doing that shit too. If you think back to then, women had zero rights.
Yeah, I mean, that was the fucking crazy time of the 17s.
You can't make an argument for a different. You can't argue something that happened in a different time period with different rules, regulations, rights, and morals at the end of the day.
People want to stop they want to stop celebrating this guy who raped and pillaged and did all and conquered. They don't want to celebrate a guy like that. And that's fine. I don't think we really should because he's kind of an asshole. You shouldn't celebrate him.
You know what? He's not an asshole, Kieran.
I mean, dude, but to be fair, no one's having Christopher Columbus parties and all that. It just kind of.
No, but people are out there having indigenous peoples parties. Give me a fucking break. There was probably fucking multiple thousand Indians here. If you guys really should have had the land, you should have won the battle.
I mean, I don't think they had the firepower we had.
They didn't have the firepower, just like Russia's taking over Ukraine because Ukraine doesn't have the firepower. That's what it fucking comes down to. Let Russia take Ukraine. It's not fucking. There's nothing to be said about it. They're more powerful. If they want to take it, they're gonna take it. And it's not our job to step in.
I'm just saying, no one's out here celebrating Christopher Columbus that hard. They never really did. It's just kind of one of those weird ass holidays.
Kids have off for school.
It's like President's Day.
Kids have off for school for it.
There's four major holidays. There's Halloween, there's Christmas, there's Easter, and
Halloween. It wouldn't even be considered a holiday because we don't.
At least to me, some people celebrate.
We have off for Columbus Day.
I know Canadian Thanksgiving. I think it's today or yesterday. So they actually.
Who cares about the Canadians?
I care about Canadians. I'm a big Canadian guy. I'm actually from Canada. If you didn't know.
No, you're not.
No, I'm just trolling. I'm not.
Yeah, you're just trolling. And speaking of Russia and Ukraine, today we learned
We don't
that
need to talk
Russia.
about this. Is a
No,
dead
today we
topic.
learned that
Dead
Russia
topic.
launches biggest airstrikes since the start of the war with the Ukraine, and Biden comes out and condemns it, just like the coward he is. He's gonna come out. He's gonna say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that, Putin." Instead of trying to work with Putin, he's gonna talk to him like he's a child and treat him like a baby, which is the last thing Putin wants, right?
Yeah, but if you
Putin
want to
doesn't want to
work,
be treated.
yeah,
Putin wants to
bro.
be treated like a fucking man. He wants to be talked to like a man. He doesn't want to be condemned by a jackass like Biden.
Well, you have to condemn him because he ain't gonna he ain't gonna work with you, bro. He wants the
Who
Ukraine,
did
and
he
that's the
work
end of
with?
it.
Who did he work with? When was he calm?
He's
Last
never calm.
presidency.
He doesn't work
Last
with shit.
presidency, he was calm. Last presidency, him and Trump met. That it was great. And now you're gonna come at me and say that shit, Kieran?
Bro, you just have a blind eye. You always just support whatever the Republicans do at all times. You never say
No,
you
I'm
always
right though. You know I'm right.
you care too
Was
much about
Putin listen? Was
politics.
Putin taking over Ukraine when fucking Trump was in office?
I'm gonna be straight with you,
Was
bro.
Putin dropping bombs when Trump was in office?
He would have. He would have.
No,
Listen,
he wouldn't have because they were fucking boys, and you can literally look it up right now. I'll pull up an article right the fuck now.
listen, bro. I'm gonna be completely straight. All this politics shit does not really interest me. I'll never tune into Fox News. I'll never tune into CNN. I do not care. But this is a world issue, I guess. But it's like a dead horse, man. What's he gonna do? Putin, pull the fucking trigger. Do what you're gonna do, and don't
Take the
worry
whole
about the
thing,
other.
honestly. Save us some time and just take the whole goddamn country.
Like, why the fuck does the U.S. have to rub their noses and everything, bro? Get the fuck
That's
over it.
my biggest argument. That is my issue.
Just get
See,
the fuck over it, man. Deal with your own bullshit. People are like, oh, if he's not gonna stop at Ukraine. Well, how do you know? If he does, then we'll fucking step in.
if he
If he
comes
just
near us, we're gonna fucking retaliate. But Ukraine ain't fucking US, so who gives a fuck?
like Ukraine, what do you need freedom for, my guys? Just give
This
up.
is a funny video for the pod that I'm gonna show the pod right now.
No, we don't have time for all that.
No, the pod will like the video.
I'm about to cut this part of the pot out.
It's a fact. I probably feel more than you do. You all think I'm kidding.
Yes, I'm the best part.
I was sort of raised politically. I just have one thing to say.
Thing to say, baby. It's the greatest.
Now, for all of you out there who just watched that sickening video, just look at the humor in it. Just look at the humor in it. It's more for satirical comedy that guy would even go out there and say that he was raised in a black church, say that he was a Puerto Rican, listen to this funny fucking music to appeal to a certain culture. Just funny. But we'll move away from this topic since it hurts Kieran's feelings.
Just get over it, dude. I don't care.
Kieran
Like,
doesn't care, but the pod cares because our pods get good numbers when we do talk about this shit.
well, the
But
pod
what
should
we
care
will
about
talk
some other shit. You should listen to me, pod. Great fans. We love you all, but I gotta give you some shit, man.
You're gonna tell them not to care, but we want them to
I am
care.
gonna tell them not to
You
care.
want them to listen. You want them to care so
Oh,
that they
you need to
listen
stop fucking
us.
interrupting me on this show. You don't let me speak at all. I let you go on huge rants about Biden and play
You
fucking
too,
videos.
bro. I let you go
When
on
I
huge
try to
rants about
speak,
bullshit
you
all the
don't
time
fucking
and just
let
sit
me
here.
speak.
Shut
It's
up, pussy.
ridiculous, man.
Shut
It's
up, pussy.
ridiculous. You don't fucking even let me say one sentence on here without interrupting.
You're saying the wrong shit.
I'm trying to. You how the fuck do you know? You don't even let me say it.
All right, go ahead. Tell the people not to care about certain things so that they don't listen to. If they didn't care, they wouldn't listen to any podcasts.
No, it ain't about that, man. I'm just telling the people you could listen to Fox News and get into politics if you want, man. But you have to understand at some point they're just playing with you. Most of the shit is not accurate stuff. They're just doing it to sway their interest, and they're using you as puppets. You have to understand that politics is a fraud. It's a scam. All of it, man. They're trying to divide us. Don't go on one side of the political spectrum. Do like George
We
Washington.
should be divided. We should be divided because half of us are fucking ignorant.
Doesn't matter, man. We have to stay united. It's the United States.
United.
We're too divided.
Let's be united with a bunch of illegal immigrants.
No, I don't care about any, bro. Fucking do your thing, secure the border. But at the same time, we have to, as the people, if you're a citizen, we have to be united as one.
What if you don't care about the U.S.? Like half the people do not care about the U.S. Right?
Well, they
You can't
should. They
argue
should.
that most of the people in this country could give a fuck about the U.S., could give a fuck about the troops, and could give a fuck about half the things that happen in the U.S. and care more about Ukraine.
They should care about the U.S., man. But For those people who don't, man, you got some deep searching to do. You should love your country, whatever country you're in, unless your country's doing, just horrible, horrible, disgusting things. And I don't think these horrible, disgusting things that go on in places like Iran and Syria, I shouldn't say Iran, like more Iraq, and it doesn't go on here. So you should love and appreciate what this country does for the people, because the United States gives you all these fucking opportunities to grow yourself up and to work, and people like to disrespect it and burn the flags. That's a disgrace, okay? You don't have to agree with the president or any of that, but you should still love and respect the country that really houses you. It gives you it's a home. And you know what I read, Crane? There's people from outer space. They go into outer space.
Kieran,
What?
when you talk, there's some weird shit.
What do you mean?
It's just like beeping. It's like it sounds like a car's backing up.
I don't know what to do about that, but I don't think that will have pop up in the pod. But we got to say this. I saw this video. I saw this pretty much thing of this guy
Horrible.
and these astronauts who go to space and they look at the Earth and they just get happy and then they get super sad. And the reason they get sad is because they're filled with a bunch of grief because they feel connected to the Earth more. And once you lose that connection, it's pretty much gone. And they're saying, we're fucking destroying this Earth, man. We got plastic all over. It doesn't decompose. It's just fucked. It's fucking the environment. We dump hundreds of sludge and bullshit into the ocean, man. We're fucking over the Earth, man. Whatever you're on, Republican thing, whatever, climate change. I don't know about it.
What are you gonna do about it?
Well, we have to stop. We have to stop this bullshit. How? We have to regulate it, man. I hate government regulations when it comes to businesses.
Regulate what? What are you gonna do?
Regulate how much fucking sludge you could jump into the ocean. How you get rid of all plastic?
Plastic's the biggest issue. Plastic's the biggest issue. How are you gonna get rid of all? How are you gonna get rid of all plastic?
We have to replace it with something else. We have to come up with something. We have to find wood or like these water bottles I got here. They should not be in fucking plastic, man. It should not be.
Your laptops, your computer's made of plastic a little bit. The Xbox is made of plastic.
I would severely regulate the production of plastic.
All appliances in our house are made with plastic.
Not all of them. Just replace it. There's definitely cheaper materials we could use for this shit. I don't want to hear this bullshit that plastic the only way. You know why plastic? You know why it's all made of plastic? Is because it's fucking the cheapest thing to do. It's just good business, whatever. So fucking, we have to come in and government regulate this shit, man.
If you think the world's going to shit, then you might as well just fucking. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
I mean, the world is going to shit. The environment's going to shit.
The environment is fine for us, though. It's gonna be fine for us.
It's not gonna be fine, man. It's not gonna be fine.
What's gonna happen?
It's gonna go bad. We're gonna get fucked. All this plastic, dude.
All of us. You're telling me that in our next 100 years of us living, it's gonna get fucked.
There won't be another 100 years. Something's gonna take us all out one day. Whether it's the AI, whether it's these carbon emissions. I don't know if that's true shit.
The last thing it would be a nuke.
Yeah, a nuke or anything like that, man. We're not surviving another 100 fucking years. So
we are surviving another 100 years.
It's just sad, man. This Earth is like our mother, and we're just like killing her.
Don't act like a pussy, dude.
It's not a pussy, dude. It's different shit. It's
what do you like? Do you like drinking out of fucking paper straws? Tell me that.
No, I hate that.
Exactly. So don't come at me with that pussy shit.
Don't even use a fucking straw. You're a pussy if you use a straw in the first place.
You have to use a straw in a restaurant because those cups ain't clean, brother.
Fucking clean that shit, man. Get the fucking restaurants regulated too. No, you say I'm a pussy, bro. I don't like. It's the fucking Earth.
I agree with you, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Yes, there is. I just told you what to do. Regulate.
To stop emissions is the most retarded thing I think I've ever heard. We can't even get. We can't even get the biggest thing. The biggest thing is emissions and plastic. Plastic, maybe we could go lower on, but we could never stop.
Maybe
we can never stop plastic. And emissions we can never do anything for emissions. Reason
I don't
being,
even know what that means. I kind of just said that randomly.
Emissions are everything that's released from our cars, smokestacks, planes, all that shit. So here's when emissions stops. When these fucking smart people who create electric cars can actually make an electric car go more than 300 fucking miles on a charge. And since we can only make an electric car go 300 miles on a charge, we will never ever in our lifetime be able to see a plane run off electricity. If you can only make a car go 300 fucking miles, how are you going to make a plane run purely off electricity?
Well, we have to use some.
Planes are the biggest thing of emissions. One of the biggest.
That's probably true, and we have to use pretty much another form of power. There was a guy. This is a whole conspiracy. I don't believe this, but apparently this is true. But I haven't really dug much into it. But there was a guy who pretty much found a way to use a water-powered lawnmower. He pretty
We
much
talked
put.
about this on the pod. We
Oh, we
talked about
did.
it was a water-powered car too, I think.
No, he started with a lawnmower and then went to a car.
and then they shut him down.
So why would they shut him down? If we could do that for a fucking car and an airplane, that would pretty much cut all the carbon
It's a
emissions.
lot of money, dude. Plastic and all this shit's a lot of money. Carbon emissions, planes, all that shit. It's a lot of money, right?
Water's fucking free, man.
No, I know, but it's a lot of money for people to be made. It's a lot of money to be made. It creates a lot of jobs.
Of course. Well, no, water's
So-
cheap, dude. Water's cheap.
Water's cheap, wouldn't create a lot of jobs. And
You're
a
saying
lot-
people who create plastic
it's a job,
get
right?
paid? That's a job. I mean, I don't even know what plastic is. Where does it come from? How do we make it?
What we need to
make
know
it?
is, are other countries any better off? We
China's
all
the
sit
wor-
here.
China's
We all
the
sit here.
worst.
We all
China's
sit here.
the-
Listen, we all sit
Go
here in
ahead.
the U.S. We say, oh, we need to stop it in the U.S. We need to stop it here. We got to stop it here. Like we're the number one fucking issue. There's a whole other country, or there's there's plenty of other countries in this world that are also adding to the fucking destruction of our Earth. So yeah, if we stop it, great. It's not just like, oh, the U.S. is going to survive when Earth explodes. No. It's just we would have to have everyone come together, and we can't even do that for little things. So how the fuck are we going to do it for something like this?
China's by far the worst environment. They have no environmental standards. Their toilets are just disgusting. Their air, you can't even breathe the air. Like half
Love
the
to go
fucking Chinese
fight the
population is
Chinese,
cancer.
dude. I think we should. I think we should go take them out.
Take them out.
Take out the Chinese.
We can't
Take
just take it.
China.
China's the
Or
most
clean
populated
that bitch up.
place.
Clean that bitch up.
China's the most populated. We have to fucking nuke the whole thing, kill most of the people on the earth.
That was the big. I think maybe one of the leading issues with our Earth was when we dropped the nuke. Maybe that caused a detrimental
Answer.
issues in the climate that will never be changed.
These Chinese guys, they're very sharp. They're smart motherfuckers over there, and they're coming up with plans. They want to take over the world. Tell me, these are no stupid people, and they're no
They
saints.
take over the world will be over in 10 years.
Evil geniuses, and they got
hear
this
what I
plan.
just said?
Listen, I talked about this plan on another podcast, and it's coming, man. This TikTok is fucking us. Kramer's a big TikTok guy, but that's fine. You know,
Bro,
all you
if
guys
they
on
take over the world.
you guys on TikTok, you
Listen
just
to me. If they take over the world, I give us 10 years.
I'd give us a little bit less. I'd say 7 years from now, we'll be pretty much done. It will be a whole different world. There will be a nuclear
We'll be
bomb.
extinct. We'll be extinct due to fucking climate issues because those dirty fucks live in smog.
You know, I love humans, and I'm not saying this is true, but if we actually went extinct, the Earth would be like perfect. It would be so much better.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
we should all just fight to the death.
You know what I was thinking? You know how humans die? We degrade and we die. We age. What if the Earth died as well? So all like let's say the Earth is like a human, like it's an organism. What if all the plants, like the one day the Earth just died, and then all the plants stopped growing, all the Earth stopped moving, it just fucking died. It just stopped being alive.
We would die because we need oxygen and
We need the
oxygen.
Earth. It's like all the bacteria in us would also die because they need us. We're their hosts pretty much, and we're the hosts of the Earth. So we're
You don't
pretty
even
much
seem to fuck with the Earth.
who?
You.
What do you mean me? I love the
Listen,
Earth.
if simulation theory is correct, then the Earth actually doesn't matter and climate doesn't matter. If simulation theory is wrong, then climate matters.
Right, 100%. We'll
So-
never know that. But
I
it doesn't
wonder
matter
what
because
I'm-
within the simulation, the Earth is still here. No matter what?
Yeah, but it's not. They could just add. They could just do like a little. They could program it to just reset. Like you wouldn't have. We wouldn't deal with climate change. You know.
They could just program. Well, I think what they did was they pretty much set it up like this, and it's just going to be here for a long time. There's probably many other universes like ours that are out there. We're just one of two. It's really mostly likely Kramer, the only one who's alive.
Let's talk about something a little more lighthearted here.
Let's please do that.
Kanye calling fat models like Lizzo or fat people like Lizzo he basically went on Tucker Carlson and he said that
That's lighthearted.
he said that larger people and like how we've been moving towards fat models and looking up to fat women and saying this is good. We should celebrate this is unhealthy and not a good representation for younger women and the generations coming up. And it doesn't do anything to cause any sort of it's bad for your body, and he in that case is very right. It's not good to say to a young girl it's okay to be fat, because or a young boy in that case, and any young person, you should not be okay with being fat. You should not be content with being fat because it's accepted by the community. And in that case, maybe we should oppose fatness. But you can't be that big, because it literally is unhealthy. And if we're teaching kids our next generations that we should accept people who are that size just because, I mean, yeah, we should accept them, but it doesn't mean that they should be celebrated, because it's not fucking healthy. They're unhealthy.
Not
as
only
fuck. They're
accepted,
gonna have a heart attack. And don't give me a break, Lizzo. You naturally did not get that way, honey. You just didn't put in any work.
not only accepted, but looked at as the model standard, pretty much.
Model standard, yeah. Lizzo, and then Lizzo snapped back at Kanye saying some shit. She said she's gonna sit there being happy being a fat black woman. And honestly, bitch, you can keep being fat and black and eating your Twinkies, but you let your body get to that point. There's no way that you were just born. Oh, I'm born fucking 350 pounds. Give me a fucking break, girl. You let your body get to that way, and it's not healthy. And I guarantee when you go to the doctors, they are questioning your diet and your heart rate. And maybe you don't even go to the doctor, but I can tell you right now, you are not healthy in comparison to someone who was maybe 100 pounds less.
Everything you just said was perfect for a clip. Check out our clips. That's going to be hilarious. But we got to talk about that. And dude, that's just
though, right? Would you
man,
say
you were just on
accurate?
fire. You were just on fire. Had me laughing really hard. And it's true, man. These fat people need to stop. Look, I like you. I'm sure you're all good people. But how do you
Not
feel
that we
good?
don't accept you. It's that we
No,
want
no,
better
you're
for
fine.
people.
But how do you feel good or feel not even just feel good, but not feel like shit having that much fucking fat and lard on you, carrying it around, man? It would be so uncomfortable. You can't even move. You can't even fucking breathe. Like I've been out of shape in my life, and when I go up the fucking stairs, I can't I have to catch my breath, even though I wasn't ever fat like that.
You
But
know,
I'm
imagine
like,
being
how do
Lizzo
these
size.
people how do these people even walk with all that fucking fat? It's insane. But not only that, man, because you got all that fat, once you get on the treadmill, you got more weight. So it's sort of like you're running with all that weight already on you. So you burn more calories. So you got to jump rope. You got to do that. And dude, nobody wants to be fat. Don't lie to yourself. You don't want to be like that. You'd rather be fucking
No.
ripped. Go to the gym, man. It's fun. It's good for your mental. It's obviously good for your fucking physical. Fans, if you're fat, you're listening to this. I love you. I respect you. But please lose some weight. It'll be good for everyone involved, including yourself. And Lizzo, man, speaking of Kanye hit the nail on the fucking head. We don't want to see these fat models. Like we talked about this on the pod before, these fat Victoria's Secret girls. It's just not true. Okay. People are like, oh, they shouldn't make clothes for the size of them. It's like kind of when they like
To
blacked
make
out
extra
NFL
larges for everyone, right?
It's like kind of when they blacked out those NFL games in your area. Like if your team didn't sell out, they're trying to encourage you to go to the game. And now it's like they're trying to encourage you. We're not even going to sell you clothes. We're going to encourage you to fucking get skinny. That's kind of ridiculous.
Thing is, it's even more pathetic and unacceptable for someone of Lizzo's stature who has the money to hire any type of personal
She's way
trainer,
too fat.
go
Dude.
on
She's
any
way
type
too
of
fat.
diet, do anything to just lose a few pounds to make her longevity of life a little bit longer. Because
Yeah,
I can
no,
tell you
but
right now, she might pretend like she's happy and shit, but I can tell you right now, that bitch is gonna die early. She's got high cholesterol. She's miserable as fuck. She doesn't connect with the earth. And she does not live by the natural tenets of being a primal person in this world. She's a fat, lazy slob.
She's a little bit too fat, man. She's way too fat. Way too
It's
fat.
unacceptable. You should not, as girls and boys growing up, we should not. How come men? All right, let's talk about this.
Go ahead.
We got plus size female models, right?
Yeah. There's no
I don't
fat
see any,
guys.
I
I
don't
know
see
what
any
you're going to
plus size
say.
male models. I don't see any male plus size
Because they're
models
disgusting. They're disgusting.
to make fat men more comfortable. So maybe you guys need to just grow the fuck up, lose a little bit of pounds, because us men, we are held to a standard where we have to be a certain weight. We don't have plus size men in anything that are like held to a standard or held on a pedestal like Lizzo and these fat models.
Well, Lizzo's held on a pedestal because she makes music and people think it's good. I don't think it's good. I've heard some of her songs, but they're not good.
But
She's
people
fucking
also
fat.
like the fact that she's big.
Well,
They
she's
call her
fat.
a
And
big
she should
queen.
lose. All the fat girls are like, oh my god, she's like their hero, you know.
But what do you think about that double standard, Kieran? What do you think about the double standard that women get to have fat models so that they
You're
feel
right.
better, but we don't have any fat fucking models to make us feel better. What is the double standard there? Why is that?
I mean, because why is that? Why is there no plus size male models? Is because no one wants to see that. It's disgusting. And the only reason why there's plus size women models is to make them feel good, I guess, or to
Who
appeal to
cares?
them.
Who cares?
Because
Maybe
people were bitching.
they need to just get in
The
the
fat
gym.
guys, let me tell you, the fat guys aren't going to bitch about that. But the fat women who are like, oh, you should be fat fucking models, Victoria's Secret. Like, no, we don't need that. Nobody wants that, man, except for the fat girls, which there aren't that many. Like, if you really think about it, probably how many of the women population are fat? Maybe 20%. So you're literally appealing to
No,
20%.
bro,
Hey,
no.
yes,
You know that's not true. You know that's not true, Kieran. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that, dude.
What, say what?
You can't say that the number is as low as 20%.
Facts, it's numbers, it's statistics.
When we're the leading country in obesity.
Are we? No, yeah, I think we are. We're fat
How
over here in
many
fucking
people
USA, man.
are obese?
It's because we process this bullshit process. It tastes so good. Let me tell you, the food is lying to you. It tastes really good, but it's bad for you. Anything that tastes bad is good for you. It's kind of weird how that works. We'll talk about simulation.
40% of American adults were obese.
That's simulation right there, because everything that tastes good is, I mean, there is some foods that taste good that are great, like corn. I like asparagus and shit like that. But I mean, dude, every food that tastes good, I mean, I don't even know what to say, man.
Here's some stats for you guys. Here's some stats. Hispanic adults in 2021 had the obesity rate of 44.8%. White adults had the obesity 42.2%. That's a large number. And all you need to do is fucking get outside, work out an hour outside, work out an hour inside, eat well, eat not processed foods, locally sourced foods, organic foods, connect to the earth, and read.
Let's get off the fat bitches. What we're gonna do now, fans, is gonna get into a segment we like to do. We have called trivia. We're gonna switch it up this week, Kramer. Let me explain to you how this works. I have 5 questions here for you. It's gonna be like a rapid fire mode. I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna say one question. You got to give me a quick answer. They're not that hard questions. And last week I went 3 for 5, and we're just gonna keep rolling. Right now I'm 3 for 5 standings, and the winner after a certain amount of questions.
Different? How is this different than what I did?
Because you're timed. You have a minute to answer these questions.
You only took 10 seconds to answer.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna ever take over a minute, bro.
Not. It's a minute for 5 questions.
Oh shit! All right.
Ready? It gives you a timer. So it's fans. I'll put the timer in the top right. So you have time. Ready? And go. What shape is a stop sign?
Oh shit! Hexagon?
Wrong.
Octagon. Fuck.
Who was the 4th president? Don't look it up.
Jefferson?
Nope. Wrong. 3rd president.
Who
What number does Giannis Antetokounmpo wear?
34.
Correct. What is the 2nd most popular language in Canada?
French.
Right. Good job. There are 4 teams that have never been to a Super Bowl. Name 2 of them.
Oh, that's tough. That's really tough.
You have 20 seconds.
Texans.
Okay.
Is that one?
Yep.
Texans and how much time?
You have 10 seconds.
Oh fuck.
3,
Titans?
2, and incorrect. Kramer goes 2 for 5.
Who was it?
It's the Browns, the Lions, the Jags, and Texans.
Fuck.
So as of right now,
who's the 4th president?
James Monroe.
Damn, I would have never got.
Oh no,
that.
sorry, James Madison.
James Madison. I was about to say, who the fuck's James Monroe?
Trust me, bro. I didn't know that either. No one knows the 4th president. No one really knows any of these. Like, if I asked you some, like the 22nd president, no one knows that. Like,
I almost got 3 for 5.
You were pretty good, bro. You did good at the end, but I wanted like some of those numbers, bro. I didn't think you would get Giannis's number. I was gonna ask you Jokic's number. Do you know that?
22?
Nah, it's 15.
No, I would have never got that.
Well, good job. Crane will put it right there. He's 2 for 5, and I'm 3 for 5 right now. So I hope you enjoyed that little.
And Kieran's probably going to go watch his Raiders get their asses kicked.
That's in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but we still have
I
more
hope
shit
that they win. I hope that they win for you, just like I hope that the Phillies win. And I hope that the fans out there love the pod and we'll just keep hammering away reviews and driving the numbers on YouTube. And, yeah, I mean, YouTube, we're out here grinding. Throw us on the algorithm, baby. Throw us on the fucking algorithm. We got the good shit.
Here's something. Before we wrap up this show, I want to talk about one more thing. So, Graham, What?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So you're right, 100%. But I want to tell you about this though. I saw something that said there was a family who there was a mother who was hospitalized from a pit bull attack, and it was her own two pit bulls, and they killed the 5-year-old and the 2-year-old in the family. Two pit bulls that they were own. And it's just sad, man. Like pit bulls, do you think that we should have these pit bulls as pets? Because they turned on their own.
No, bro, it's not the. Nah, I disagree. It's the owners.
You think the owners were like abusing them?
They're either abusing them or they just don't train them correctly.
There's no way that a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old were abusing the dog.
No, I said the owners.
The owners. But dude,
The
like,
owners aren't
these,
5 and 2.
these are the dogs Mike Vick uses to fight and shit, you know?
Yeah, but they're not vicious. No animals necessarily. Dogs aren't vicious, bro. They're pet. They're not vicious at heart, bro. They're made vicious by bad parenting, bad owners, people who don't give them enough attention, not enough stimulation. A lot of it has to do with stimulation. If your dog's sitting in the house all day and you take it out, or you do something with it and it gets overstimulated, it's gonna fucking freak out because it's never outside.
Right. Yeah, man. I had dogs like my German Shepherd dog, man. He's like a killer at heart, bro. Like when I pet him and I start playing with him, getting like fighting with him, he fucking goes right for my ankles, man, and my balls. He's got that intuition to do
He
that.
wants to hurt you, you think?
No. He doesn't actually bite. Like he bites down, but he doesn't actually bite down. You know what I'm saying?
I think we should have pit bulls, and I think Mike Vick needs to be fucking held accountable for even longer for what he did.
Nah, he served his time. It was
He
fucked
served
up
his
what he
time,
did.
but all of us out here now are loving the guy. He's got a job on
Trust me.
ESPN. You know what I mean? He's got a job on ESPN. He's fucking praised by the NFL community and quarterbacks. We forget that the guy fought dogs like a piece of fucking shit. And in my opinion, that's the worst thing that you could really do. And I will never forgive anyone like that. And to give him a job on ESPN when you can't even say like gay or anything of your own opinion about how all lives matter or anything of that sort on ESPN, but we'll have a fucking dog fighter? Like, get the fuck out of here. What kind of double standard is this? Like, yeah, like that's so good. He had a dog fighter, but you can't make any political comment. Like the dog fighter, it's unacceptable, right? It's very unacceptable. OJ was in jail for how long? OJ is not as accepted as fucking as Michael Vick, and Michael Vick's a way worse human. Ray Rice, not as accepted. Ray Rice, not as accepted.
OJ's way worse than Vick, man.
OJ didn't kill anyone.
He did. He killed 2 people.
Not true. Ray Rice
I
didn't.
don't like Mike Vick, but come on, man.
Ray Rice canceled from the league, blackmailed from the league, can't get a job.
I think Vick is worse than Ray Rice.
Vick is worse than Ray Rice, right?
Because Ray Rice didn't kill anybody or kill any animals.
And he did it one time and apologized. This man Vick was a serial dog fighter, is what I would call him.
Well, he made money and he was it's fucked up. Vic's a fucked up guy, really fucked up.
We should hold Vick accountable at the stake.
He served his time, dude. But the fact that your team, the Philadelphia Eagles, gave him a second job, you should be embarrassed by your fucking team. But
I'm embarrassed by my team that ever did that. And if anyone on the Eagles were to say they want to be like Mike Vick, I would shun them. Okay, our QB is Don McNabb, not that dumb motherfucker Mike Vick. Mike Vick needs to get the hell out of the fucking. He needs to be more held accountable than that. I don't think he should be given any privileges. I don't think he should be making near millions of dollars. I think that guy needs to go back to the hood where he was from and fucking sit in sorrow for the rest of his life after what he did.
Dude, you really don't like Mike Vick. And speaking of Kanye was actually banned on Instagram. Did you see that?
No.
Because he kept posting shit like calling out, like he's really going after like the Jews. Like he's calling them out hard. And the like Zuckerberg and these Jew guys, they run the fucking world.
You see what he said about Did you see what he said at Zuckerberg?
Yeah, it was like, fuck you. Like you used to
Zuckerberg, you know how we feel about you, you clown, you pedo.
Zuckerberg, man, let me tell you about this. His metaverse shit is a fucking disaster. We thought metaverse was going to take over. No. It's falling apart. Like, dude, apparently their big thing, like the metaverse, at their headquarters, nobody fucking uses it. It's like a whole disaster. It's horrible.
This is a huge joke.
This is going to be a huge thing in the future. I don't think so. I don't think
metaverse is as big as a joke as Zuckerberg and Vic. And you know what? Kanye also said that he didn't know how connected Kim was with the Clintons before he got in with her. Yeah, that's what he said.
Kanye's gonna be killed or replaced by a clone. Like Gucci Mane was replaced by a fucking clone, bro.
You know, the Clintons are out there murdering people, and we all know it. I don't know if we talked about this before on the pod, but if you go into the Clinton, if you go,
the reason why Hillary
look up
lost.
deaths connected with the Clintons, a lot of times they're oddly. All right, so maybe not that, but anyone who's ever gone to testify, a lot of people who are about to testify against the Clintons. Listen, yeah, they either died by suicide or some random weird thing like hit by a train. And Epstein is another one who was killed, in my opinion, by the Clintons. And he, if you look at it, was killed by suicide. They said he killed himself. That's not true. He was strangled alive by a guard because the Clintons don't want shit to come out about how they pedophile kids, Pizzagate, they drink blood, and they're devil worshippers at heart.
Yep. The reason why Hillary lost to Trump is because she refused to go on the Howard Stern show. Because afterwards, she went on Stern, and people loved her. They're like, oh my God, I've never seen Hillary like this. She's more human. Okay. Take a look at what Stern came out and said. Look, Stern said the same thing. The reason she lost because she didn't go on my fucking show. Because Stern has all these pussy. Stern's got like 20 million fucking viewers, right? So if Hillary goes on and seems cool, like nobody liked Hillary, man. People can get behind Trump because they fucked with him. He was a cool guy, right? Hillary was not cool. Nobody liked her. Okay. So when you come out and go on Stern show and talk with Stern and be cool about it, people are going to like you more. And if he even swings like 10% of Stern's audience, that's a fucking clean sweep for Hillary. So isn't that kind of crazy that we could come on a great podcast?
Hillary is a whore.
She's a whore.
Yep.
Bill Clinton,
I have no condolences for that family. I think they're criminals. I think that they need to be held accountable for the war crimes that they've committed. She is a war criminal.
What about those emails? 33,000 emails.
She killed plenty of Americans and deleted the proof over her emails. And I know that the least of the thing that you would have found in the emails is the Benghazi shit and how she killed multiple She killed multiple U.S. soldiers, plenty of U.S. soldiers who were fighting for our country, and that stupid cunt. She killed them, that's not even the worst that you would have found in those emails. You would have found way worse things in those emails. If those emails were released, you would see the whole Epstein trafficking ring. You would see all these trafficking rings up in New York, and you would see devil worshipping. You would see all of these horrible things, and yeah, me and Kieran were knowledgeable, but don't come at us.
So you're saying Hillary was in bed with, not literally, but in bed, but you know what I'm saying, in bed with Bezos and all these guys? Well, not Bezos, the other Jeff Epstein.
No, I don't think she was in bed with him, but I think she was involved in.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, she was involved in child sex trafficking.
Wow, dude, that's a
don't
big
take
statement.
Don't take this for 100%. Do your own research. But my belief is she was involved in child sex trafficking. She is a sex trafficker. She's a bad
big
person.
Statement, bro. You gotta really be sure. No,
I'm not saying that it's 100% truth. I'm saying that you guys need to make your own opinions. But my opinion is that her and her husband and the foundation are criminals.
Hillary, man. You're not cool. Like you're gonna run again, and you're gonna fucking lose. Trump's gonna run again.
Let's hear what you have to say about the foundation.
Oh, I hate her. I can't stand her. I hate her. I hate everything about her. I think she's very corrupt. She's exactly what I hate in America. People are like, oh, we need someone who's been there. But I remember the whole debate pretty much during the Hillary time. A lot of people, the reason why people got behind Trump is because Hillary was just so bad. Like, dude, Trump pretty much called out this corruption, and Hillary was at the forefront. She had so much shit that she couldn't explain for. Where are these emails? What happened in Benghazi? She said she was lying through sniper fire and all this bullshit, right? The whole Bill Clinton scandal. He's corrupt as shit. He's her fucking wife. So, I mean, it's just the whole thing. She's so corrupt to the bone, and Trump had a perfect thing for her. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of Trump, but he fucking nailed it with this one. He called her Crooked Hillary. It sticks well. Everything's perfect, man. He gets
Lock her up.
Crooked Hillary. Lock her up, man. He had people chanting it all day. So, I mean, if Hillary can't come out and prove that she's not crooked, that's just the way people are going to run with it. And
look even more guilty. It makes her look even more guilty.
Yeah, she's just a disgrace, man. I'm glad she wasn't the president.
And
yes, honestly, if she was the president, life probably wouldn't have been not that different than it was with Obama. But I mean, to be fair, it doesn't fucking matter because Trump came in here and pretty much changed the world. Whether you like it or not, Like, dude, if Hillary won, the world would be fucking coronavirus. Let me tell you, would not have happened. You know
If
why?
Hillary won and then Joe
Let's do
Biden won, we would be absolutely fucked. We would be in way more worse economic distress. And Biden is a fucking
Well, it
not
wouldn't have
even
been
close.
Biden. It wouldn't have been
Biden is
Biden
not even
because
close to as evil. Biden isn't even close to as evil as the Clintons. He
it
is
wouldn't.
corrupt.
It wouldn't have
himself.
been Biden because Biden ran in 2020. So Hillary, she'd be running against a Republican in 2020.
He's a corrupt guy, right? Biden. He's a corrupt guy, but he's never.
I don't
he's
know. I
Not,
don't know anything
he's
about
not
him.
near as corrupt as Hillary.
Yeah, this whole politics
He's
thing.
corrupt in different schemes. He's corrupt in different schemes. He's corrupt in oil and money and funding from other countries that we disagree with.
Yeah, it's all the lobbyists. They pay these guys pretty much to do their policies. Like they'll give Joe Biden
and the Clintons. Listen, Biden, the Clintons,
wasn't even done, man. Wasn't even done.
Biden to the Clintons, the Pelosi's of the world. They are owned by China. They are owned by our enemies.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this episode of A Great Podcast. We have to wrap it up. My team's about to play. Big game coming. We'd like to thank you for listening to our rants, all the stupid shit we talk about on this podcast. It's actually good information, so use it to help you pretty much. Go listen to our old pods. So many people come up to me and say, hey, man, your pod, they text me, but then I love listening to your pod, and I just keep listening to all the episodes. So our pods don't age. Go listen to the old ones. Listen to this one. Leave a like, leave a sub, and all that good shit. Thank you for listening. Kramer, what do you got to say?
Appreciate it.
Nothing to say. Appreciate it. Thank you for listening.
Make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit the YouTube. I don't think it's out on Apple